Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Dallas.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 40-yard line.
A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Prescott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to play on 4th down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Here's 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now here come the Cowboys. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 62 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Left side to Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Second down in the yard.
At their 48-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Jalen Tolbert. It's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 51 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Saquon Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Here's Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Prescott to throw it. He finds Pickens over the middle. Here's 2nd and 7.
George Pickens. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 17-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and
finish off that play.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And this one quickly to Lamb. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down Cowboys. To throw is Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Prescott down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Shifts by him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On play action, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
4th down, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. To the air again, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. A gain of 9 yards.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Zach Bond there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas defense, here they come now onto the field. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post for a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brown goes in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Eagles, first down. First and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Watch him do it.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they thought they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Cowboy first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
First down, Cowboys.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down at the 25.
Miles Sanders, the ball
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And out come the Eagles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The busy night continues for Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Second down and 3.
49-yard line. Brings up second down.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Prescott shoves him away.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
Here's Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Prescott yet again. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th
time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
Jahan Dotson, 48 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing, Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
To Javonte Williams. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
Prescott now. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Now 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
To throw is Prescott.
39-yard line.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Reed Blankenship on the tackle. It's a gain of 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.